Look.
That's what I said. She wouldn't listen. I said she could even fill my scorecard in if she liked. But she just gave me this threatening look and stormed off in a huff.
So what'd you do then?
Well, I called after her in a very soft voice. When she didn't turn round, I went down to Canal Bank and sat on a bollard and fanned myself with my cap until it went dark.
Oh, well, there's naught like a good bollard to sit on when you're feeling down in dumps. I'd have had one in our front parlour, only Edna had said it'd cost a fortune in loose covers.
Why didn't you come home after it had got dark?
I felt ashamed. I was humiliated, humbled. I didn't want no one feeling sorry for me and feeding me up on junket and calf's foot jelly.
No, I understand. I felt exactly the same year we lost cup final to Bolton Wanderers. It took me 3 days to pluck up courage to get train back from London. I didn't dare show my face in British Legion till they'd lost me rosette in laundry.
Well, where have you been staying all the while?
In the shed on Mort's allotment.
You cheeky devil. You've been at my condensed milk, have you?
No, I've been living off radishes and spring onions.
Oh. Oh. It's a wonder we didn't hear you then.
Come and sit down and I'll make you something tasty. Now, would you like egg and chips or would you prefer something simple?
I don't want no food. I just want my wife back.
You what?
Oh, she'll never come back now. I can feel it in my bones. She'll be stretched out on the beach at Monte Carlo. And there'll be some greasy foreigner with hairy ears and maroon ankle socks. He'll be feeding her grapes and ogling at her stretch marks. I'll punch his bloody head in if he ever turns up at the bowls club.
Here, Les, look, I think you'd best have a look at this. I don't think they've got grapes and foreigners with hairy ears at Moffat Street tram sheds.
Well, I'll be jiggered. So she's been here all the time. And what a liar. It wasn't me that bought the surgical sandals. I bought nothing personal for 5 years at least.
No, well, naturally you wouldn't.
The last personal thing I bought for her was a new handle for the mangle. Hey, up. You don't think she's found herself a fancy man, do you? She has. She has. Oh, my God, she's found herself a fancy man.
Oh, Les.
Look at him, Carter. How are the mighty fallen? I can remember him in days of his prime when all he knew about women was that they never gave up the seats on buses. What a giant of a man he was, hopeless at mending fuses, a dead loss at changing plugs, never distempered a ceiling in his life, and now look at him. How are the mighty fallen when a woman gets him in her clutches? Here. I'll bet he even knows how many apostle teaspoons should be in knife drawer.
Come on, Carter, let's go in the kitchen and make him something nice. He's not got an aversion to pilchards, has he?
What's the matter with you?
Oh, I'm laughing at them, aren't they funny?
How do you mean?
Well, all old people are funny, aren't they? I mean, you don't think of them as having emotions like what we have. You only think of them as scratching under their armpits all day and complaining.
I don't. I like old people.
Do you, love? And what do you like about them?
I like the way they drop the loose change on buses. I like the way they carry their library tickets in plastic cases. I like the way they smell of mint imperials and wintergreen ointment. I'm looking forward to being an old man.
Why?
Well, I won't have to walk so quick, will I? They'll let me spit in the fire at the Axe and Cleaver. No one will think I'm a chuff if I carry a torch in my overcoat pocket. I'll have the great pleasure of having no one listening to me when I talk.
Honestly, Carter, fancy talking about old age when we've got the whole of our lives spread out before us. Are you looking forward to the future?
Aye, provided it doesn't last too long.
I think it's disgusting the way you've got to grow old. I mean, if they can invent a powder to cure athlete's foot, surely to goodness they can give you some pills to stop you from growing old. Carter?
Well?
If we was married and I ran off with a fancy man, what would you do?
I don't know. I suppose I'd go back to wearing me vest in bed again.
Sure. Is that all you could think of? I mean, wouldn't you be heartbroken when you you feel like sticking your head in the gas oven and writing a note to the coroner?
Maybe.
Yeah. Well, if you do, Carter, will you remember to write it on decent writing paper? I don't want you showing me up writing it on the back of an envelope in red ballpoint.
OK, then, you're on.
Oh, honestly, Carter, that would be morbid. Fancy talking about suicide and old age at a time like this. We ought to be talking about romance and them fit of bookshelves you're going to make for the lounge diner. Oh, come on, Carter. Give us a kiss before I burn the toast.
Hang up, careful with them pilchards.
Carter, I do love you. You know, the smell of pilchards always makes me feel romantic. Must be the tomato sauce.
Carry on, don't mind me. I've seen far more horrifying sights than that when I served at trenches in the First World War.
What do you want?
You. We're going to Axe and Cleaver for a pint so your father can brood in familiar surroundings.
What about his pilchards? I've just opened the tin.
Pilchards? Oh, pilchards. What culinary crimes have been committed in thy name?